is John Cedars, or at least that's the name I write under, and I wanted to do a video as quickly as possible just to say a huge thank you to everybody who's been sending me emails and messages and comments on Facebook and other forums, words of encouragement, words of support, words of fellow feeling, and it really has been very moving to see the way people have responded, not just for myself but for my wife and I. We both feel that this is the right decision that we're making in breaking from the Watchtower organisation. We're not feeling the full ramifications yet. I'm sure we will do before too long, but before that happens, before the storm really hits, it's great to know that there are people going through this with us who have been through this themselves, and who are showing solidarity and strength with us. So thank you very much indeed. I just wanted to say a few words, and this is by no means a Christian video because I'm agnostic, but there were a couple of scriptures I thought it was worthwhile mentioning, if out of irony more than anything else. But one of these scriptures is Philippians 4 verse 8, Paul's words, where he says, "Finally, brothers, whatever things are true, whatever things are of serious concern, whatever things are righteous, whatever things are chaste, whatever things are lovable, whatever things are well spoken of, whatever things are virtuous, and whatever things are praiseworthy, continue considering these things." And this is really what it's been about for me, that whatever things are true especially. I challenge myself on everything, not just my past beliefs but my present beliefs, my present interpretation of what I'm seeing in it and reading about the organisation. I'm constantly challenging myself about what is and what isn't true, and nobody should ever be criticised if they take an honest stance on this basis of whether something is true or not. It would be dishonest to take a stance otherwise, and it would be unforgivable to go along with beliefs that you know aren't true and to still pass these on to your child. And that has been the main consideration for my wife and I in making this break, has been the fact that my wife is pregnant, and in a few months we're going to be welcoming this new life into the world, and we absolutely refuse to subject this new person to things that we know are untrue. So that's what this is about, really. And I also wanted to read another scripture, which is Deuteronomy 18 verses 20 to 22. I'm reading from the New Bible Translation, or revision, by the way. Sorry if there's noises from time to time because I'm recording in my unfinished apartment, so the tractor's going past. Okay, Deuteronomy 18:20. "If any prophet presumptuously speaks a word in my name, as I did not command him to speak, or speaks in the name of other gods, that prophet must die. However, you must say in your heart, or you may say in your heart, how will we know what Jehovah has not spoken, that Jehovah has not spoken the word? When the prophet speaks in the name of Jehovah, and the word is not fulfilled or does not come true, then Jehovah did not speak that word. The prophet spoke it presumptuously. You should not fear him." And that is really it kind of gives me, in a way, it gives me strength, those final words, "you should not fear him," because that's what this is about, not fearing an organisation that has proven repeatedly over many decades to be false, to be deceptive, to be self-serving. And you always get the JW apologists who say, "Oh, hang on a minute, you can't talk about Jehovah's Witnesses or the Watchtower Society as being prophets. They never called themselves prophets." Well, sorry, but they did. I don't have the references now. I'll maybe post them on the video comments. But throughout the publications you will find references to the organisation that give the idea of it having a prophet-like status. And I always, as well, point to the Revelation Climax book, which I mentioned in my article, and the fact that Revelation 21, where it talks about the two prophets, those two prophets who are struck down and then they rise up again, they are described as being the John class, or the early Bible students, or the Watchtower Society. So you can't say, JW apologists, that, oh, the Watchtower doesn't call themselves a prophet, because they do. And yet they have repeatedly made predictions that simply haven't come true. And I had a few examples prepared, but I want to keep this video brief, so I'm just going to focus on one. And it's summed up brilliantly by this May 15th, 1984 Watchtower cover, which many of you will be familiar with. Every single one of these elderly witnesses who were featured on this Watchtower cover are now dead. Sad as that is, they all will have consented to this shoot, I'm sure, believing firmly that they were going to witness Armageddon, because the belief was, as we all know, that the generation that saw the events of 1914 would survive to see Armageddon. Not just those who were born in 1914, but those who were actually, cognizant of what was happening in that year. And Jehovah's Witnesses watching this video, if you go to your ministry bags right now and open your reasoning book, which you should have in your ministry bag if you're a good witness, open it to page 200, and you will see there the promise given that Jehovah's Witnesses believe that the end of this system of things will come before those who witnessed the events of 1914 are gone from the earth. That promise did not come true. It's a failed prediction. I grew up with it. I can remember it very vividly from our studies of the Live Forever book and other publications. And it was very, very quietly kind of done away with over multiple interpretations of what the generation really meant. But I remember it. That was a prediction, and it didn't come true. So this scripture in Deuteronomy 18 really resonates with me. You should not fear him. I don't fear you, Watchtower. I regret what you're doing to my family. I don't think everybody in the governing body or in the Watchtower Society are evil. I think they're certainly deluded. But I don't fear them. And I'm going to carry on speaking out like this as much as I have the energy and the opportunities to do so. And once again, I want to thank everybody who has given us support and encouragement and solidarity. I really can't thank you enough. It really does mean a huge amount. Thank you.